Now, the tax collectors and sinners were all coming to him so they could listen to him. And the scribes and the Pharisees, the religious leaders, were grumbling, saying, "This man speaks to sinners, and he even eats with them." So when Jesus heard this, he told them a parable. Which one of you, if you had 100 sheep and lost one of them, would not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go and search high and low until he had found the one sheep? And then when he finds it, puts it on his shoulders and comes home rejoicing and says to his friends, "Come and rejoice with me, for I've found my sheep that was lost." Just so, I tell you, there is more rejoicing in heaven among all the angels of God over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who had no need of repentance. Or what woman, having 10 silver coins, if she loses one of them, would not light the lamp and sweep the house and search up and down until she finds it, and then when she finds it, calls her friends and neighbors and says to them, "Come and rejoice with me, for I've found my coin that was lost"? Just so, I tell you, there is rejoicing in the heavens over just one sinner who repents. Now, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, "Father, give me the share of our family property that belongs to me." So his father divided his property and gave it to his younger son. Not many days later, the younger son took all that he had and made his journey into a faraway country, and there he wasted all his money in lavish living. And after a while, when he had spent up everything, there came a great famine in that country, and he began to be in want. So he went and joined himself to one of the citizens of that country, who sent him out into his field to feed the pigs. And he gladly would have eaten the carob pods that the pigs ate. He was so hungry. Yet no one gave him anything. So when he came to himself, he said, "How many of my father's hired hands have food enough and to spare, and yet here I am about to starve to death? I know what I will do. I will get up. I'll go to my father. I'll say to him, 'Father, I've sinned against heaven and before you, and I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me like one of your hired hands.'" So he set out and went back home. And while he was still a great distance off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran out to him and embraced him and kissed him. And he said, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son." But his father said, "Quickly," to the servants, "bring a best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet, and go kill the fatted calf so that we can have a feast and celebrate. Because this, my son, was dead, and he's alive again. He was lost, and he's found." Now, the older son was out in the field. And when he came in, he heard the sound of music and dancing. And he called one of the servants and asked what was going on. And the servant said to him, "Your father has killed the fatted calf because your brother has come back and he's received him safe and sound." But he was angry, and he refused to go into the celebration. So his father came out to him, and he begged him to come in. But he said, all these years I've worked for you, and I never disobeyed your commandments. Yet you never even gave me as much as a young goat so that I could have a party with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has wasted all your property on prostitutes, comes home, you kill for him the fatted calf. And his father said to him, son, you're always with me, and all that I have is yours. But it was right for us to rejoice and celebrate, because this, your brother, was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.